everybody, I'm Lise. Come on a journey with me and you can see how I see. In touch. Hi everyone, I have a gadget that my friend sent me that I want to show you because I think it's pretty cool. It's called the SameTech, S-A-M-E-T-E-C-H, Pineapple Core Slicer. You can get it from Amazon and I'll put the link down below. So let me show you how it works. I do have some viewers who are blind, so I'll try to describe what I'm doing as I do it. It comes out of the box in 3 pieces. The main tool is made from a sheet of metal that's been rolled into a tube that's about 1.25 inches in diameter and 7 inches tall. And that tube at the bottom of it is a disc that's about 4 inches in diameter, so the tube goes through the center of that disc. On one side of the disc, it's been sliced, and one part where the slices is raised up, so it makes an opening. That's actually the blade, so it's kind of like the bottom part of a screw. So as you turn it into the pineapple, it's cutting one pineapple slice thickness at a time, and it cuts it into one long spiral as it goes down into the pineapple. There's a handle that goes on the top. It just snaps into the top of the tube, and that way you can push down and turn. And then the third piece is a circle that has an inner circle that will fit over that shaft or that tube that we were talking about on the other tool, and then there's wedges cut around it that will cut the wedges into the pineapple. We're not ready for that part yet. I'm going to set it to the side and we'll go into that more when we get there. Alright, so I'm going to take my pineapple and take the tag off of it. We don't need paper in our pineapple. I'm going to put the pineapple on its side on my cutting board. I'm going to take a sharp knife and I'm going to cut off the crown, the leafy part of the pineapple. And you want to try to make this as straight as you can. Just cutting through to the cutting board. I'm going to set the crown to the side. You can plant these. It makes a nice little plant. It takes like 2 years before it starts to bloom, and even longer before you'll get fruit. I've never actually kept one that long, but I know several people that have. But it makes a nice little plant if you want to do another project with your pineapple. All right, now I've turned the pineapple so the base is on the cutting board and the cut part is up. And I'm going to take my tool, and there is a circle in the center of the pineapple. That's the core. And I'm going to line the tube up so it goes around that core. And I'm going to push it down into my pineapple. Now I'm going to take the handle and push down and turn. Sometimes I find it actually easier to push down and actually turn the pineapple. So I'm holding the tool straight up and down and I'm rotating the pineapple. The box says to cut until you get to the bottom of the pineapple. I'm actually going to use the outside of the pineapple as a container. So I want to make sure I don't cut through the bottom. If I wasn't going to do that, if I was just interested in getting the fruit, then I wouldn't be so worried about going too far. All right, I think I've gone far enough. So your final turn, you don't want to push down. You just want to go around and make sure that bottom layer cuts all the way around. And now I'm going to hold the outside of the pineapple and I'm lifting up, and the fruit all comes out wrapped around the tool, spiraled around the tool. I'm going to set that on my little cutting board here. Now I'll show you the inside here. There's the core in the center, so I'm going to use a paring knife to cut that out. I have done it before where I just reach down and pull that out. One time I did that and the whole bottom of the pineapple came up with it, so then it didn't work for my as my container because it had a hole in the bottom. So that's when I started using the knife to cut it instead. You don't have to get it all out really, but you just don't want it sticking up right in the center. It's taking me 3 cuts to get it. There we go. Here's the other piece. A little sticky here. All right, so there it is without the core in it. And I'm just gonna, it has some juice in there. That'll be yummy. I'm just gonna leave that in there. I'm gonna set the outside of the pineapple, the skin, the shell, I'm not really sure what you want to call it. I'm gonna set that back there out of our way. Now, I got a little leaves and some stuff here on my cutting board from cutting that open. I don't want to get that in the pineapple that we're going to eat, so I'm just putting another towel over top of that and bringing my smaller cutting board back here. All right, so later I'm going to need a couple larger rings of pineapple. I'll take this handle off so I can get these off. So I'm going to lift those off first and set those to the side. Just going to put those over here. And that leaves me with a couple inches of pineapple. So I'm putting the wedge cutter over the tube in the center. It doesn't matter which direction you do it. And then I'm going to push straight down, and the wedges cut the pineapple. Look at all that juice coming out. All right, and then transfer that into a container, like so. There's a little bit more on here. So it kind of gets caught under the wedge cutter, so just lift that out of the way and transfer the rest of this. I could have lifted that off to begin with, but I didn't want them to all go all over the cutting board. This one being kind of stubborn. I'm just trying to avoid putting my container down in the mess here, but that's all right, I can wipe it off. All right, so that sliced up my pineapple nicely. Now, let me get this sticky mess out of our way before we start the next part of our little project here. That's basically how the core slicer works, but I want to show you what I like to do with the container that's left, the outside part of the pineapple. I like to call it the shell. If you cut it long ways, I think it's called a boat, and I've seen that before. You could put, you could use this as a serving bowl, so you could put like fruit salad in it. You could put chicken salad, I've seen that done. But what I'm gonna put in it is a nice tropical drink. So you can put an icy drink of your choice in this container. So what I'm gonna do is grab my blender. All right. Now I have done this several different ways. You could take water. I use a cup of water, and then I use 2 tablespoons of lemonade concentrate, like the frozen concentrate. I don't have any of that right now, so what I'm actually going to use is just simply lemonade. So what I'm making here is pink strawberry lemonade frozen. So I'm going to measure 1 cup in here, and you know, you could do a little more, a little less. When I do that concentrate method, I like it kind of tart, so I do 2 tablespoons. Someone else might want to put a little sugar in it. I just leave it the way it is. But this is pre-made lemonade. You could even make your own squeeze your own lemonade. But I'm dumping it out of a jug that I bought at the store. All right, now these are frozen strawberries. You could also use fresh ones. You could use other kinds of berries, whatever, you know, whatever you want to do to make this yummy. I'm going to put about, this is a 2-cup measure, I'm going to do about 1.5 cups of berries in here. Alright, set these out of the way so we don't have berries all over the floor. That would be scary. Alright, and then I'm going to put 2 cups of ice in here. I wish my ice maker made my ice smaller, but this will work. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm going to put my lid back on here. I'm going to pulse it on the blender a couple times, just kind of get it starting to mix. Again, you could do any drink concoction you want to make in your blender. Put in your pineapple. Sounds like it's happy. You can, those of you that can see, you can see through the picture how it's progressing. I'm putting a spoon in there to kind of feel it. I can still feel ice cubes, so I'm gonna mix this up, blend this more than that. This is why I'm there we go. It's done, but I want to make sure there's not still ice hanging out up at the top of it. Okay, now that sounds the consistency we want. Set that there. I'm always afraid I'm going to have big chunks of ice. I don't want to turn it into liquid either. Alright, so I'm going to put my pineapple here, back in the center of my work area. And I'm going to go ahead and pour my drink in here. Now sometimes when it's frozen like this, it doesn't flow very well. And then all of a sudden it'll go floof. All of it will come floofing out. Because floof is a verb. So let me grab my spoon to help transfer this. I could even use a ladle. If I dribble a little bit down the side of the pineapple, that's okay. I can wipe that off. Ooh, it smells yummy. We're in fall now. We're starting to get cooler. This seems more like a summer drink, and I feel like I should have my Hawaiian shirt on, which I don't even know where my Hawaiian shirt is. But all right, so here we go. We've got that nice and full. It's a lot of drink in there. There's a little bit more in the pitcher. We could fit a little bit more, but I think it's better we don't overflow. You can always go back and get more. All right, now I'm gonna take that pineapple. I'm gonna get a couple toothpicks here. I'm gonna take the pineapple wedges that I took off earlier. I'm gonna put them, I'm not quite even. I'll break that off. All right, I'm gonna use a toothpick to hold those together, and then I'm gonna kind of hang them over the side here as a little garnish. You could even take a toothpick and go down into the side, but they're pretty heavy. I think that'll stay there. And then I've got a couple fresh strawberries here that we can also put here as a little garnish. I need another toothpick. There's no, I'm definitely not gonna say that I'm great at decorating, but I can give it a shot. That one seems like it wants to come off. Let me try it again. Ouch. Okay. Careful you don't stab yourself with your toothpick. Kind of wish that wasn't showing there, I'm gonna do it the other direction so it's not like, hello, here's a toothpick on our design. That's better. Hope it stays. And then I guess we could put another one. This might be too many strawberries, but can you have too many strawberries? I could kind of go for some height there, layer them up like that. All right, now our drink would not be complete without our cute little drink umbrella. That, well, I guess I'll put it right here. There, isn't that cute? And then I need a straw. So I'll drop that in here. And here we have my pineapple with pink strawberry lemonade, frozen, yummy drink. So I hope you'll consider getting one of these same tech pineapple core slicers. I think it's handy. I've done it before where I have to cut the pineapple down and you cut it into squares and then dig it out. This is such an easier way to get inside my pineapple. All right, so the last step with this drink would be to go sit out on my patio and just enjoy the nice weather. Oh, that's really good. And drink my yummy drink. And eat my yummy pineapple slices and strawberries. Catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming by. Bye. Cheers. Hey everyone. Thanks for coming by to check out my video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the like button. And you might want to subscribe to my channel. And you can ring the bell so you get a notification when the next video comes out. If you need to get in touch with me, maybe you want to make a request or you want to check on booking for an event, you can shoot me an email. It's Lise, L-I-S, sings for you, and the 4 is a word, not a number, @gmail.com. Hope to hear from you soon.